Hello, I'm Lauren Markham. Thanks for your company on AFL Riverina TV. It's a who's who in the RFL at the moment, with Brian Lake playing for Leeton this weekend and Adam Schneider playing for Coolman last week. The former Sydney Swans and St Kilda star couldn't quite get Coolman over the line against Griffith last weekend, but he might be able to answer an age-old question for us. How did the Riverina League stack up, having played for Barellan and Osborne as well in the last month? We caught up with Adam after the game at Kindra Park.
Adam Schneider, tough day out at Coolman, mate. How did you find that?
Yeah, it was a tough day. Griffith a good team. They moved the ball pretty well, but yeah, look, good game of footy come down to the wire, and yeah, unfortunately they were just too good at the end.
It's your third game locally, mate, having been at Barellan and been at Osborne. How have you found the standard across the Hume, the Farah and the RFL?
Yeah, very good. I've enjoyed it. Today was probably a step up, I reckon, the way Griffith sort of moved the ball. Toughness is always there in all country footy, which I love. But no, look, it was fantastic. And Barellan, they're a team on the up, so they're looking to improve, and Osborne are going well. And again today, Coolman got a very young team, so they fought out very well.
Have you found it hard at all to come and fit into a team for one game? Is that always difficult?
It is hard, just knowing a few names. Yeah, trying to yell out a few people and trying to instruct and sort of help, but you don't know who you're talking to. But you finally get to know their names about the third quarter and the last quarter when it's a bit too late. But no, look, all the boys have made me feel very welcome and comfortable, and there's been no idiots out there in the opposition or anything like that as well, so it's all been played in good spirit.
You grew up in country footy. What have you enjoyed mostly about coming back to country footy now that you've finished your AFL career?
Yeah, look, I grew up in the country, as you know, and I absolutely love country footy, so I'm a big believer of not forgetting where you come from. You see cars parked around the fence and tooting the horns, you know, it's something I remember growing up as a kid, but number one thing that I've really enjoyed the most is seeing so many kids out here playing footy. You know, today they had couldn't tell you how many kids, probably under 8s to under 15s play, so that was fantastic. And for a community, that's exactly what you need to succeed, and have something like that in the community is fantastic. Because if you don't have that, what does a community get together for? There's not many other opportunities. So that's something I really enjoyed, and getting around the kids. And because I remember when I was a kid, it was quite a thrill to play footy for fun, but also having an ex-AFL player come out or something like that and have a chat.
Well done on a great AFL career, mate, and all the best with what's ahead.
Yeah, thanks very much, guys.
Adam Schneider there, one of the AFL's good guys and a great ambassador for the sport. Well, Coolman have to move on without Schneider now, travelling to Gully this weekend. The Demons might have some injury worries for that game, which won't make it any easier against a Hoppers team that really stood up last week. Narrandera are at home to Ganmain and coming off their first win of the season over Turvey. Tigers host the Goannas in what should be a beauty. Both sides are unbeaten and they've both had wins over Collingully and the Crows. And Leeton Witten have a huge in for their game against Griffith, with former Hawthorn star Brian Lake making a one-off appearance. And there's a later start to that game to allow for juniors to play on the same day. It should be a great weekend in Leeton and another tough test for the Swans. Guy Auton was the man of the moment last week, shutting down Schneider for much of the game and then virtually winning it out of the middle at the end. We'll finish this week with a quick chat with the two-time Jim Quinn medalist. See you next week.
Guy Auton, great win for the Swans there today, mate. You felt like you dug yourselves out of a hole?
Yeah, no, it was definitely a great win for us. We've been fighting sort of all year for those sort of hard ones, which we know we've got to get ourselves out of the hole. Obviously, I wasn't here last year, but playing here, previously, I know that we've sort of lost those tight ones, so it was good to get that tight win in the end.
Coming up against Adam Schneider, mate, a bit of a challenge for you. You seem to have a pretty good game on him.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's always good to play against someone of his calibre. You sort of, I like to sort of rise to the occasion, sort of thing. So yeah, no, it was good, and he's a really ripping fellow. He came in after the game into our rooms and had a bit of a chat with us, and yeah, no, it was awesome.
Probably won't be too far away from Brian Lake next week, mate. It's a big couple of weeks for the club.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a height difference there, I think, but no, look. We're pushing forward as a club. We've got the 17s and the reserves really pushing, and we've got some young kids coming through and looking the sort for pushing for senior spots. So it's good.
And there's some good experience came to the club last year while you're away, and a couple more blokes travelling in this year. Do you think the club's in a good position in that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Obviously, it was great to come back to the club. It's sort of, I call it home. So yeah. to come back and have those sort of blokes here, and obviously add a few more as well this year, it's certainly good in the club going forward. So it's awesome.
All the best in Leeton, mate, and for the rest of the season.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you.